should be right.
You have enough men there to carry you down the road.
Yeah, so we are here on Mr. Williams' farm. He was kind enough to allow us to come and do a C-SAC field evaluation. This is the culmination of a couple of days of effort here in Dominica where we are trying to roll out the C-SAC training tool as an auditing tool and as a brand label. So on Monday, we had a session with supermarkets and hotels. And today, this morning, we had a session with extension officers that culminated in this tour of this very, very appropriately set out tree crop farm. I think Mr. Williams has done a really fantastic job here. The idea is that we are looking to roll out the C-SAC certification tool, approach, and label. So similar to the label that you had on Fair Trade and let's say Green Globe certification, which is an environmental certification label, this label is going to certify that the product and the process was done in a climate smart manner. So this is abbreviation, the C-SAC stands for Climate Smart Agriculture Compliant. And this Climate Smart Agriculture Compliant can refer to the product, the process, or the arrangement, just the arrangement. So what we have done here, we have culminated this couple of days of training, and now we have people buying into the C-SAC stamp. So in short order, we are hoping to see product stamped C-SAC, which will carry with it not only a guarantee that it was done in a climate smart manner, but the farmers would have the added incentive of having a climate premium, which is going to be a top-up to the regular price that they would have gotten, similar to the top-up, the social premium we had during the Fair Trade era. So we're going to have, in the same way that Fair Trade had a Fair Trade labeling organization, there's going to be a C-SAC labeling organization that handles the behind-the-scenes operations, behind the blockchain, distributed ledger technologies, and the hashing, so that this system is going to be secure, what the computer people like to refer to as immutable. In other words, you can't fiddle with these files. These files are going to be locked, encrypted, and 256 hash, so that therefore we're going to be able to guarantee the authenticity of all the transactions. And these farmers that are going to be contracted are going to be on smart contracts, which means that the contracts are going to be self-executing. So once they can verify that you delivered 20 pounds of whatever the product was to the supplier, the contract is going to execute itself and send the money to the bank. Even in the absence of that, if you're using your vehicles, your diesel vehicles sensibly, with a proper log, you're maintaining it properly, it means you're not belching out as much methane and carbon dioxide and nitrous oxides as your neighbor who is using a, not necessarily an older vehicle, but as well maintained vehicle, and he belching smoke and things, and he's contributing more to climate change than you, right? And that is where we're trying to sort it out here. So although you will not get a perfect score because not all your vehicles, not all your transportation is based on renewables, because you have a well-maintained vehicle,
Well,
you have a log and so.
well, because I have an issue with my road access, because 90% of the times I cannot traverse the farm.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
We will take a walk to appreciate the extent of it. Once it's raining,
there's no
forget it.
vehicle,
I cannot
no
go.
vehicle thing.
I cannot go because the vehicle is just gonna slide.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Yeah.
most times the vehicle has to stay around there and then turn back and go back down.
Right.
And that's part of the strain because we have to then carry the fruits out.
So 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fertilizer agrochemical local
Right. Yeah. That's.
Number 4 would be hybrid vehicle.
Yeah. No. That. Yeah. Don't have hybrid vehicles. So it will be 3 then, instead of 2, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because this is a crop operation. I remember I mentioned this in either this morning or yesterday. You don't really have a significant amount of energy used for lighting, apart from your house. I mean, I ain't talking about the house.
No.
But if it was like a poultry operation, then it would be lighting for the brooding lamps and and that type of thing. So that you will get a very high score there. You get 5 there because he's not really. In other words, he's not a burden. He's not a burden on fossil fuels when it comes to lighting, because he doesn't use any lighting. Right. All the lighting is natural lighting. So in that case, a case like that, he has to get the full 5.
Full 5. Comments saying no lighting properly in an auditory audit.
Yeah. Within the auditing sense, but
Justify why
you say 5. Yeah. But once they see this kind of operation, they'll know it's 5. Right.
I'm just
Everybody with me as to why we give 5? Yeah. we were able to do a C-SAC certification level of 79, which is level 4, which is really, really, really good. We want to thank him for his hospitality, for allowing us to tour his facility and to be an enthusiastic supporter of this whole C-SAC endeavor. We explained to him what C-SAC would mean as a label and given his plans to have an agro-tourism setup. I think it augurs well to have a setup that is C-SAC compliant as part of his advertising campaign for his new efforts.